Hello! Today we'll show you how to configure actions in mobile applications using iPresso. Want to effectively engage users of your mobile app? Let's dive into the world of app actions and learn how to leverage this powerful tool to boost user interaction. First, you need to install the iPresso mobile API app and implement the actions. You can do this by following our documentation, which we will link in the video description, or you can reach out to us directly. Our specialists will definitely help you. Make sure to do this before proceeding with further configuration. To set up an action in the app, go to Channels, choose Actions in Applications, and click on the Create Your First Action button. This is where the fun begins. Start with the settings. Give the action a clear name to make it easy to identify in the system. Next, add a brief description to better understand the action's purpose, especially if the name alone isn't sufficient. Using tags can also help with identifying actions and segmenting users later on. During the configuration of an action, decide whether it should include anonymous contacts, monitored contacts, or all contacts. Additionally, you can group actions within the application to set their display order and maintain organization. For example, if you want to display two pop-ups to users, one after a period of inactivity in the application and another when attempting to close the window, configure these actions accordingly to ensure they display as intended. To display multiple actions in one session, use action groups. You can do it in the Groups tab. Actions within a group will be displayed according to priority, and if a contact meets the criteria for multiple actions, they will see the one added last. Remember, actions can only be added to groups after they have been saved as completed. Remember to set the start date for the action and select the application in which it should be activated. For silent hours, specify when actions should not be executed, such as on weekends. It's also a good idea to set a capping limit for action displays, for example, once every 24 hours. In the settings, you can also select the Action Tests option, which will change the Action tab into a Test tab. Action tests allow you to conduct tests on a group of recipients with the ability to determine the winning version of the action. For example, if you want to display a message, you can add two different window designs through the tests and see which one users are more likely to click on. Let's return to action configuration. In the Criterion tab, specify when the action should be displayed. You can set criteria based on user activities within the app. For instance, if you want a message to appear immediately upon entering the app, you can configure the criteria accordingly, such as when the user enters the mobile app. If you select the Activity Order option, the criteria must be met in a specific sequence. For example, you can set an action so that the user first visits the home page, then navigates to the offers page, and only then sees a pop-up with a special offer. The pop-up will only display if the user follows these steps in the specified order. Next, go to the Action tab and configure what should happen. The iPresso mobile API requires using JSON format. Prepare JSON, a simple data format used for transferring information between the server and the app to send data to our systems. iPresso acts as an intermediary, sending information to the app based on the criteria met. Let's now discuss the Additional Actions configuration. In this window, you can decide what should happen when the pop-up appears, what should occur if someone clicks on it, and what should happen if they close it. For example, you can use this to redirect the user to your offers page. Finally, in the Summary tab, check if everything is configured correctly. If the color is red, corrections are required. Yellow indicates something to be noted, but doesn't block activation, and green means everything is okay. After saving the action, click the red button to activate it. You can also test the action by entering your IP address to ensure everything is working as planned. And that's it. You now know how to configure actions in mobile applications using iPresso. With these steps, you can effectively engage your users and increase interactions within your app. See you in the next training videos.